I just went undefeated at my first Spider-Man pre-release, and these are my first impressions. And based on my pool, I ended up playing Black-Red just because I got so many of the uncommons and Mayhem cards with the synergy pieces, like these. So if you end up playing Black-Red this weekend at the pre-release, I would highly encourage you to go with a 1-to-1 ratio of Mayhem cards and enablers for discard. This is why I think this card is the best, because it's both a Mayhem and a discard ability. And the overperformer for me for Mayhem was actually this guy, Swarm of Being of Bees, only because the Mayhem ability is so cheap with just 1 mana. When you have Mayhem costs that cost 3, for example, like this one, you actually can't play this ahead of curve, and it really slows down your aggro plan and tempo. The overperformer for me was Venom's Hunger, and I talked about this in my best commons video, just because so many of the time this only costs 3 mana to destroy any creature, and there's so many villains in this set, especially in black, that you can almost always get the discount. Next, when it comes to fixing, this hot dog cart is actually pretty good because it gains you life with the food and can fix you for any mana. Also, if you open Black Cat Cunning Thief, this card is busted. You should always play this. This is one of the best rares in the whole set because you basically draw the best 2 cards in your opponent's deck. The next card that overperformed for me was Spider Manifestation, just because it's a 2 mana dork that helps you ramp and it untaps itself. And also, this plays perfectly with the green-red synergy, and almost all of my opponents today played green-red because I think it's one of the best color pairs in sealed. I'm going to put up an uncommon right here that overperformed whenever I played against it, and unfortunately I didn't cover it in my best uncommons video, but this thing basically returns one of the best cards in their graveyard to their hand every time you play it. I didn't think you were going to get to trigger it that often, but green-red just has so many expensive spells, and remember, these ramp you to let you play above curve, so it's actually okay to have more expensive stuff in your deck if you're playing green-red, or you have to use this removal spell, which by the way gets discounted. You can just put it back in your hand. And if you were curious, these are the other rares that I got. Lady Octopus is not great. You should never play this. This card is also just a 4 mana impulse draw for 2, which is not very good. And then I got a bunch of these Tri-lands. Also, there was a uncommon that I got wrong in my best uncommons video, and I have this up on the screen right now. I thought you get to impulse draw 2 cards, but you actually only get to draw 1 of them. And also, this is sorcery speed, so even for the second effect, if you want to give a creature +1 and first strike, you have to do it before combat, so your opponents are never going to block, which means you don't actually get to win a combat here. So I've actually gone down on this card, and you should probably not play it.